Welcome to Ignite Success. I am Wendy Barlin, your host, and today I have with me Robert Knop from Assist You Today. Robert is very experienced in the world of digital and social media, and I am thrilled to have him here today to answer some burning questions that I have, and I'm sure you have too. Welcome, Robert.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So, what do you think about organic versus paid traffic? It's so stressful to me. I keep getting these invitations, pay and get more eyeballs. But do I really get more eyeballs?
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on your platform. So whether you're B2B, B2C, what you're selling, and actually who's doing the activity themselves. So let's give you 4 quick points to think about when you think of paid versus organic. So the first one is the platform itself. If your audience is on Facebook, then you absolutely have to advertise because, as you know, if you post something on Facebook, it gets to no one unless you pay for it to get out to a larger audience. And if you're on Instagram, I recommend a combination of paid and organic. I've seen great results for paid advertising on both of those channels. And my own personal experience, for example, Facebook event promotion, huge. It's the best way to go from a paid perspective. Insurance agents, I've seen a lot of value as well on Facebook individual advertising. And then on Instagram, I probably bought half my Christmas gifts last year through Instagram ads. So definitely value on those. Then you think about B2C versus B2B, right? So I think the reason why I haven't seen great paid results, say on LinkedIn, for example, is that I work with a lot of large B2B companies. And when I think back when I was in corporate land and I was in those senior roles that were making those big decisions, it was usually through referrals or RFPs or conferences or warm intros. It's a lot of one-on-one organic conversations, not really mass paid territory. And then you think about what are you selling? As I mentioned, holiday gifts, great for targeted ads on social media, restaurants, pet supplies, impulse buys, same thing. But multi-million-dollar tech stacks, for example, not so much. I mean, you'd be better off hiring a resource to start and manage a social selling program on LinkedIn, for example, than spending $100K a year on advertising.
Wow, that's awesome. That is fantastic. And I see that pillow back there, that LinkedIn pillow for business and for your B2B clients. Is LinkedIn your go-to platform?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's the most professional, it's the most used for business and most expected to be used for business. So we've all had that person from high school that tried to sell us something on Facebook and it feels icky and wrong. And not that you should lead with a product pitch on LinkedIn, but the tone of the platform is much more in tune with sales conversations. And so those one-on-one conversations, that organic conversation, I recommend that more than the paid space.
I love it. And especially today, I was scrolling on LinkedIn this morning before I came into the studio, and I did see some people posting pictures of their kids and their dogs and their breakfast. And is it possible that LinkedIn might kind of become a Facebook down the road where the social does eclipse the business? Or do you think LinkedIn really is going to stick to its focus of business first?
Well, I think the lines have gotten so blurry since the pandemic started, right? Work-life balance has kind of gone away with so many people working from home. I know myself, I don't like to see baby photos or what someone had for breakfast on LinkedIn, but that's just me. And for a lot of people, they do want to see that content. So yeah, I do think you're going to see more of that on LinkedIn as we move forward.
I think that's really interesting. And I personally am watching that. I like LinkedIn as a business platform. I've met interesting people. I learn something. And every now and then I do get a little taken aback when I see someone's lunch. And as we get into the holiday season, do you believe that we should be changing up our messaging? Should we be full steam ahead? Do you have any specific last minute advice for people as we get into this crazy time of year?
Yeah, I think it's all about relationship building. I know so many Salesforce members are going to be trying to close deals, but I wouldn't risk a relationship to try and close something this year that could close next year. I know that's not what sales folks want to hear, but you have to look at it in a long-term perspective.
Thank you. And from a tax point of view, I can tell you that I prefer that too, because then I can do accurate tax planning for you if you don't close any crazy deals right at the end of the year and mess up our tax plan. So thank you, Robert. We really appreciate you being here today. You are truly an expert in your field. Thank you.
Thanks, Wendy. Appreciate it.
And that was Ignite Success. I am your host, Wendy Barlin, and we truly appreciate Robert Knop with Assist You today being with us today, sharing how we can use social media coming into the end of the year.